And we're joined now by meteorologist Zoe Mintz. So thankfully, that's not our situation at this point.
It is creating a lot of smoke and really bad air quality, but we have westerly winds. So because we're not in the direction of the winds, we're not getting the bad air quality from those wildfires. That's not the same story for places like Colorado and even the central United States. But hey, what we're dealing with is that typical June gloom pattern, that foggy weather directly along the coast. And then you head inland and there's plenty of sunshine and even a few peaks of blue skies in downtown San Francisco right now. After a very foggy start to our day, there is still that little finger of fog that's making its way through the Golden Gate and just sitting over the bay. But honestly, it's been a lovely day out there. It's comfortable. It is what we expect for this time of year. I don't know what happened to Concord's temperature, but I'm sure they're in the upper 70s right now. Livermore also in the upper 70s, mid to lower 70s in places like San Jose and Santa Rosa. And then you head downtown San Francisco and we're in the low 60s. It's all about the microclimates this time of year. And that's going to be a very similar story over the next couple of days. But those inland areas are going to begin to see a cool down on the way that will head our way through the weekend of weather ahead of us. But the big thing that we've been talking about all week long, in fact, for the past couple of weeks, we've had a beach hazard statement in effect, and especially for those southeasterly facing beaches because of those southerly swells that are moving in higher than normal rip current risk and sneaker wave potential. That will stick around through 5 p.m. tomorrow before finally expiring, and we're expecting there to be a little bit more comfortable and calm weather moving in, especially along the coast, and we might even see a few more peaks of sunshine. We are going to be seeing a few more peaks of sunshine in places like Santa Cruz. That's really the only location along the coast that we are seeing plenty of sunshine and really nice temperatures. That fog is going to fill back in overnight and into early tomorrow morning. Our valley communities are going to be seeing a foggy start to the day, but it's always fun that we can see that the marine layer is relatively shallow. The top of the mountains in places like the Santa Cruz Mountains, even over on top of Mount Tam, you should be above the cloud coverage waking up early tomorrow morning. So those of you photographers, you might want to get some good fog pictures. Tomorrow morning is a perfect day to do so. That fog will peel back by tomorrow afternoon, and a very similar story to today. Those inland areas, those highs are going to be in the mid to lower 80s. Areas by the bay are going to be in the mid 70s, and our coastal communities mid 60s. Those microclimates in full force and those foggy conditions are likely going to stick around along the coast as well. And that's going to keep a very similar weather pattern in place tomorrow. Coastal communities in the mid 60s, areas inland in the mid 70s. And then you head over to our inland East Bay communities, you'll be right on the cusp of that 80-degree mark, mid to lower 80s, kind of depending on where you're located. Fairfield, Antioch, as usual, all those warm locations. But by the end of the week and into the weekend, even Fairfield and Antioch, you'll be seeing those highs return to the upper 70s as there is going to be a large storm system passing well off to our north. It's not going to be bringing us any rain, but it is going to bring us cooler and windier weather into the weekend of weather ahead of us. So it's something we'll keep a very close eye on, that storm system that hopefully is going to show up on our virtual reality map, and it is going to be moving across the northern parts of the United States. Hopefully it comes up soon. It's okay, though, because we'll be showing you those winds that'll be bringing us, and we'll hopefully get that in the next half hour because it's a really cool image that we'll be seeing as a northerly flow will be moving in, and we'll be seeing that potential for maybe a few more showers across northern California. Showers for us are really not going to be in the forecast unless you talk about a coastal drizzle with low-hanging clouds and fog. The winds, though, are going to be a big issue starting Friday, continuing into Saturday, gusting upwards of 30 to 40 miles an hour. So very windy weather is going to turn later this week and into the weekend. So it's something, again, close eyes will be on Friday, Saturday with those cooler conditions. But look at what happens by Sunday. Those warmer conditions return very quickly, filled with sunshine and mid to upper 80s by early next week. So there's a bit of a roller coaster on the way, cooling down through Saturday and then warming right back up. Doesn't matter where you are. Warmer weather is around the corner after a cool down into the weekend. Back to you.